Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Let's rock now.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, fellas.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Eight. Right to the 3.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. And it's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That good for 19 and a first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
On second down, here's Newton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
20. Gun.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Gun. Hey. Gun. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
20.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Okafor in there to get him for a loss of 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
Now Newton. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play down, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Express! 20. Express! Gun. Hey. Go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Right side complete to Butler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey! Hey! Do something!
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Gun. Do something! Great!
A shotgun snap for Newton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Thomas Davis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the top of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Breeze. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Breeze on third down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Thomas Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Now it's Ginn. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints, they'll have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Brees going to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. K1 short. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Brees. Completes this one to Meredith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Saints on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Breeze. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Gun.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Express. Do some. Right to the 3. Do some. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun. Hey. 4 down.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Gun.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Go. Hey. Express. 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, get right down. Get right down. Hey! Gun.
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Demario Davis there on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Last stop.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Do something. Great. Slam. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got a man, complete. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. if things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Breeze now. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Breeze, got to have this one. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. One final try here for Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Julius Peppers. Who else?